Ladies and gentlemen, Lab After Dark is starting shortly. Lab After Dark is starting soon. Lab After Dark is starting soon.
Right.
Well, you opened that Pandora's door.
I was actually just sitting down to pee, but whatever, you know.
What's the point in causing big ruckus because
What's up? What's happening? How's everybody doing? Welcome to Lab After Dark. I'm your host, Joshua Diaz, and check my microphone because, you know, for some reason, you never can tell. We'll just make sure everything is on the up and up, which is probably not. All right. Does sound all right. That's good. It's good to know. Thank you, Mary. And Mary, thank you for gifting 5 Lab After Dark memberships. What's up? What's up, Josh? What's up, Seth? I was reading your. How are you? Ava, good to see you. Let me see here. A new member, a new Nocturnal Lab Rat, Hippie Jima Bargains. Very nice. And anyway, I guess like everybody else, I've been just kind of, not all day or anything, but I was watching this craziness unfold. I don't know how many of you have been paying attention to the riots / protests. I did not sneak a rib in my pocket again, but I will talk to you a little bit about my weekend, because it was interesting. And it was all right. Although, no, I didn't get food poisoning, but I did not feel good last night. I was going to come on. I was going to do a show. However, early afternoon yesterday, I would say late afternoon, I started running a fever. And I don't know, I just didn't feel good. And you know, when you can feel a fever, you know, you can feel when you have a fever. And so I checked, and I absolutely did. It wasn't anything super high, but I laid down and rested. And matter of fact, probably around 1 a.m. is when I started to feel better. Yeah, I'm sure I was. It's honestly bull crap. You know, can't even go anywhere anymore. Just like sick people as far as the eye can see. But anyway, I don't know. I don't know what it was. It's just, I didn't feel good. And my immune system, I don't know, feels like it's been ran down. I don't know, man. But I feel better today. But yeah, I don't know. I'm sure a lot of people have been paying attention to this. And please hit that like button on the way in. We're not going to talk about this all night. Cat sees you. It's good to see you. And by the way, happy birthday. Let me take this nastiness off the screen here. All right. Cat sees you birthday. And I apologize I didn't make it on yesterday. I really wanted to. I just that time. The time that I was going to go was like, you know. But I started to feel better around, I don't know, midnight, 1 a.m. Woke up, got a little energy, took some Tylenol. You know, kicked it. But anyway, so let me just say to Cat sees you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Dear Cat sees you. Happy birthday to you. Let me see. You blame Rich. I like to visit Rich on the weekends. I don't know if they like it, but I do like it sometimes. You're very welcome. Happy birthday. All right, let's go. So I'm sure that, yeah, so this ridiculousness is going on. And I saw a video earlier of somebody with a skateboard. They were going up to like the LA police station. It's just like smash. It's always the skateboarders, dude. It's always the skateboarders are always looking for hog shit. They're always looking like they're not even invested. It's just like some like quintessential love me daddy. You know, I didn't get loved enough, or I don't know. But they love hopping on this and instigating and you know, just the skateboarders are the worst. They're the worst. Can't stand them. Yeah, we get a little wild over there sometimes, but I get it. You need a big Spider-Man net. Yeah. Yeah. You know, and please hit that like button. You know, the thing is about these quote unquote protests and riots, because that's really what it is. Like, some people are protesting, some people are rioting. Most people are going, Jesus, what the hell's going on? There's 11 million people in the greater Los Angeles area. And most people do not support this kind of stuff. I'm not close to the riots, but I am a California boy, and I know quite a bit about these riots. And the thing about riots is that California has a deep history with riots. I mean, this isn't new, you know. I mean, it's upsetting every time you see it. It's ridiculous. But I mean, going back to like the 40s, like the Zoot Suit. I think that was maybe a little later, but then you had the Watts riots, the Zoot Suit riots, the LA riots, which was like probably the worst riots of all time, really. I mean, that in California. And now you have these that they'll add to the list, the ICE raid riots of 2025. So it'll go on the list. But you know, there's been a lot of riots that aren't to this scale, and a lot of this gets really, you know, I don't know the numbers of it because I haven't been paying that much attention. But like I said, there's 11 million people down there, and what is there, 1,000 lunatics doing this hog shit, you know, and they say that, you know, this is that they're demonstrating, and the only thing that they're demonstrating is they're ruining their own city, the city that they live in, setting things on fire that aren't theirs, throwing rocks at things. I saw a guy he had I think it was what was it? He had a box of plates, you know, a box of plates. Well, I mean, I don't know where all the demonstrations are taking. He was throwing plates at like he had a box full. He was walking around. People were taking the plates out of there, throwing them. And then I saw the guy throwing the rocks at, you know, Craziness. Just Me says they did get a protest license. Some are protesting correctly. Well, look, there's nothing wrong with that. It's a constitutional right. Now, you know, I don't know, man. Uh-oh, they're marching now. I don't know what's happening here, but they're marching. Hold on. Let me see if there's any audio. Well, these aren't protests, and there's a distinct difference between protests and rioters and lawbreakers. And what you're witnessing is what's being shown is lawlessness. What's being shown is law breaking. What's being shown is disregard for other people that live in these areas. And that's really what it is. Well, their definition of protest is wrong. What it is it's it can be wrong, but there's nothing about that is a protest. This is not protesting. This is setting stuff on fire and destroying stuff. Shooting off fireworks. Like they're shooting off fireworks in the middle of the city. Which is weird as well. But it seemed to be awfully bad earlier. Yeah, but like I said, this is nothing. And Samantha, good to see you. I hope that you're safe. I know that you're down there. So I just hope everybody stays safe. Yeah, I'm not really willing to go down that road because everybody has really strong opinions, and I don't cover politics particularly because of shit like this, because everybody turns it political, which some of it is, no question about it, obviously. But what I'm telling you is that from the Watts riots to the Zoot Suit riots and the Los Angeles riots, all of them have been spurred by racial tensions. All of them have been spurred by perceived discrimination. LA is a very, very heavily dominant Hispanic area. And so this has been going on for a very, very long time, unfortunately.
Okay.
That's just how LA has it.
Okay.
But I just do not agree with people destroying stuff, setting stuff on fire. I'll never agree with that. I think it's stupid. I think it's sad. Yeah. I don't know. The guy's yawning. He doesn't seem too worried. Seems like traffic is moving pretty good down there, though. Or at least at this intersection where and I don't know. So Angela, here's the thing that you have to keep. Here's the thing that you have to keep in mind. That the multicultural experiment of the founding fathers is attainable because the United States is the most successful country that the world has ever seen. That doesn't mean that it's not a fallible country and that it has its
If there's time.
huge mistakes. But what you're seeing is not the majority. This is not the majority. This is a subset of people that love to stir shit up, break things, you know, there's not a lot of them doing this. There's enough to cause unrest, and there's enough for the media to cover it and enough bad things happening. But it's not, this isn't.
It's calming down a little bit. It seems like
It is.
police are really trying to get people to go home at this point.
And it will calm down.
The skirmish line has pushed further towards 1st Street while police have moved in on 2nd Street. You can see there are still some agitators and police in the area.
Correct. That's what it is. you
In
know.
that corner over there, you can see
Do I-
dozens of those protesters and
Do
agitators,
I
also police also just
believe
right there.
that Trump has
both
any
sides.
bearing?
So it's,
Wait a minute.
it's kind of ongoing. I'm not exactly sure what the plan is moving forward. Are the agitators, the protesters, trying to move beyond police? It seems like everyone is satisfied with their current line.
No, it will not.
So, as far as unless people decide to start going home, I don't know if this is just kind of where we're going to be for a few more hours. But we've seen these protesters. They started at City Hall hours ago. They've pushed beyond 2nd Street. Now
I mean, look,
kind of
I
going-
don't think that protests work. I don't think that looting works. I don't think any of that. I don't think any of it works. But you have the right to you have the absolute right to protest. The problem is that it goes from protest to, it's just like you see these kids with the skateboards. The skateboard kids drive me nuts. Well, some people were protesting. Some people were protesting. But that doesn't get covered. They won't really show you that. You know, they're going to show you people throwing rocks through windows, and which I understand. But they're not going to show you what we're watching right now is not a protest. You know, but then there's guys just sitting over there waving flags and just trying to agitate cops and seeing that now they're taking off up the street. Who knows where they're going? Well, look, today was particularly bad. Today was particularly bad. I saw a lot of images, and there was some really bad stuff going on by some people. But what I'm telling you is it's like groups of 10 and 25, and then there's that single. It's not like this enormous mob. It's like some idiot sets a car on fire in the middle of the road. And then a lot of people stand around and like jump up and down and go, yay, you said it, So once again, 11 million people in the greater Los Angeles area. And what the freak is that? Oh, I couldn't. I'm telling you, yeah, it's very scary because people just get out of. They're just out of line, It's out of line. You know, setting people's stuff on fire, throwing. I don't know if anybody saw the video of there was some guy just chucking rocks at police cars and stuff as they drove by. I was just like, that's wild. That's crazy shit. You know. Yeah, of course it's violence, of course. They're being very violent. But you know, like I said, this is always about bricks. Did anybody see the guy with the plates? I saw plates. I keep wondering about if anybody saw the plates. I saw the plates. Just chucking plates at people. It was nuts. Guy had a box of plates. I don't know where the hell he got them from. I'm sure he stole them. He didn't look like the kind of guy that keeps plates, you know? Yeah, plates. It was crazy. I mean, like those guys, I don't know if, slinging plates like Frisbees. That's exactly what they were doing. It was crazy stuff. What happened? The live feed got cut. I'm not sure what happened. Let me see. This is a different feed, but oh yeah, I'm sure he did. I'm sure he looted them. They were throwing them at vehicles is what they were doing. What is it? Josh, look up ABC 7. About 1 to 2 hours ago. What is where is it? Let me see. Yeah, can you put it in are you able to put it in the chat? Because I can't find it. Well, I mean, I'm sure I could, but I looked initially and I didn't see anything. Uh-oh, here we go. Here's a march. I have no idea what's going to happen here. Everybody just needs to go home, man. It's terrible. Somebody asked me earlier, and I'm going to tell you this right now, that I'm not going to get into a political debate about it because I don't want to. And because that's not my thing. It may be your thing. It's not mine. So please, I mean, I'm sure there are other channels that if you want to go debate people, then feel free. But I will tell you this. I'm always surprised at the level of attention that deportation gets through the Trump administration, and because it's a hot button issue. And I will tell you that a little known fact about the Obama administration was that Obama deported more illegals than any other president in the history of the United States. That includes Trump. That includes Bush. That includes any other, matter of fact, they used to call him the deporter in chief. That's what they used to call President Obama. The people inside his own administration would call him that. Yep, deporter in chief. And I think the rhetoric is kind of probably what makes it more so. It's the rhetoric. It's the way that it's probably handled that gets the attention, that it does. So, like I said, I get surprised by it, but not really. And I do think, yeah, of course, yeah. Well, I mean, that's what he runs. That's what he ran his campaign on. That's what he's always ran his campaigns on. The border wall and all that shit. And I'm not saying that it's wrong. I'm not saying it's right. I don't want to give you my opinion about it because, because I think it's sad, Because I mean, I even go back and forth about it. I don't have this like hard stand. I just feel bad for people because I don't know. It's just the human nature in me to feel. I don't feel bad for these jerk offs out here they're destroying stuff. I do not feel bad for those people. I think that they're bad for the world. I don't think that they should be doing this stuff. However, I do feel bad for. I just feel bad for people that have to go through this. And look, as somebody who I think I'm a first generation Mexican American. As a first generation Mexican American, my family didn't exactly come over here legally, back in the day, but eventually they did. Hold on one second. What the heck? Why highlighted chat? Okay, so that's not. Boom. All right, here we go. Why would ice bust through my door? I was born here. Maybe they will. I don't know. I doubt it. But I do. I like I said, I do feel bad about the things that are transpiring. It's not good. Let me see. Yeah, of course. I don't think that. I don't think ICE is coming to bust through my door. I'm like I said. This is the shit I'm talking about, though. This is nuts. Well, thank you. And I like they can sit there with those signs. That's not like I don't think that's a big deal. It's kind of tacky and not very nice. But ICE is a very controversial group. They always have been. And I hear what you're saying. Obama did it legally. I'm not saying that he did or didn't do it illegally. I'm saying that he deports more people. Or he deported more illegals. That's all I'm saying. And but it does feel like maybe things could and I think that they're trying to de-escalate the situation because that's what you want. However, I think that the people that are breaking the law out there need to go to jail. They need to go to jail fast. We are here. We are all here illegally unless you're indigenous. Yeah, that's kind of a debate for a different day. Like I said, California riots are nothing new. They're just not. I mean, I don't know what else to tell you. This is LA is like the home of the riot, Oh yeah, I got some prank calls this week. I did some prank calls over the weekend.
Cat sees you donated $5 through Super Chat. Josh, you are a kind human. Also, I want to hear the prank calls. Winking face emoji.
Thank you. Thank you, Cat sees you. Sharon says Josh all started with a drug bus and smuggler being picked up. I heard something about that, but oh, I can't tell you. I got three of them. They're all pretty good too.
Martian Planet Art donated $5 through Super Chat. Not sure if this is the teal, but it's for your goal. Orange heart emoji. You to pieces.
Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you so much. I don't look. I'm not here criticizing one way or the other. I promise you. What I really want is people to be safe, and I'm not a political dude in that sense. Oh no, what's this? I got some good prank calls.
Mary donated $5 through Super Chat. Pop says, heck yeah. Bring on the prank calls, kid.
I sure will. Oh, here. Yeah, see, Taylor, I got to tell you that I mean, I understand what you're saying, and I don't even disagree. I'm just saying that I understand that immigration is
Samantha Joy donated $5 through Super Chat. Thanks for covering this, Josh. We appreciate it.
Wow.
Folded hands emoji.
Appreciate it. Thank you. I'm it's such a complex, and it's something that I don't even completely understand. So for me to have some really logical explanation, I know that every other country has a deportation system. I know that you can't go into any just other countries without legally being there.
Hope Floats donated $4.99 through Super Chat.
Well, thank you. But it's such a complicated and hot button issue that, like I said, I don't understand all the nuances of it when it comes to the economy, when it comes to, illegals paying taxes, and things like that. That's really not my field of expertise. Not that I have one. I mean, I know a little bit about it, but it's not really something that I concern myself with, because I don't understand it, and I do think that, but I think setting fire to shit is stupid. That's one thing I can tell you. That's one thing that I can tell you for 100% is that the agitators that are out there doing this, like I saw that guy with the skateboard. Of course they're just doing their jobs. Of course. Every country has something like this. You're not just going to go over to Germany and they're just going to let you in and you go, oh yeah, try to go to Australia illegally. Try to go to, any other country illegally. I mean, they'll kick you out eventually if they find you. They kind of live by the same rules that we all do, I guess. But like I said, I'm not some know-it-all economist that has the answers that you're looking for. I just don't. I wish I had better words for you. I know that this is detrimental to people. I know people are very upset about it, and I can understand that. Foodie Beauty was in another country and on the lam. Yeah. Yeah, I'm telling you. Yeah, I know. I'm telling you that it's very, illegal immigration causes a huge issue, but for every country, for everybody, it's not just the United States. And the problem is that at some point, you have to take care of your citizens, but and then balance that between compassion and I just don't know if that's doable. It's just an imperfect system, and it's sad. And I got to tell you that I feel fortunate to have been born in the United States. some people, may not feel that way. I don't know, but I feel that way. And I can understand why people want to be here. But I also understand why people can't just come here, And that's really how I feel about that. And yes, Lucy, you're right. And I hope that everything goes well. Love isn't always giving people what they want when they want it. Stability is a form of love. Enforcing rules, stability, another perspective. I agree. I don't disagree with you. Oh, Europe is in a dire situation. Australia is having problems with it. Germany. Where was that? Where was that when ASAP Rocky got in trouble? I can't remember the place, but it's a problem everywhere. Look, and here's the thing too, Jennifer, and I know this is near and dear to you, but one of the things is, but I really do appreciate everybody being really respectful in this in the chat while we discuss this, because I know it's a hot button issue and everybody feels slightly different about it. I mean, one way or the other, and I can respect that all the way around. I swear to God, I can. I can see it from. I can see it from everybody's point of view. And I really can. But I will never agree with people being destructive. And just, I don't know. I think the rhetoric needs to just kind of simmer down. And I hope that happens. I have watched the water cannons from my apartment in Paris. People are going hungry as the social system is overburdened. It's a sad thing to see. Yep. Net Detective, shout out. Sweden. Yes, Sweden has a problem. Everybody has problems, man. But the United States is the one that has the biggest problem because of the melting pot system that we've always had. Some things will never change, but I got to tell you that I really hope that there is a sort of a de-escalation. But I don't know if that's going to be, I don't know if that's going to happen, man. It seems like things are sort of calming down. Hopefully. Oh, absolutely. I mean, look, everybody has their opinion. I'm not here to tell you how to vote. I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'm not here to discuss the governor. I'm not here to discuss the president. There's a lot of people have their opinions, and I'm not going to try and change anybody's opinion. I don't want to. It's not something that I would even take pleasure in doing. I think that this is a huge pain in the ass. And I think that, once again, if you know the history of riots in Los Angeles, this is nothing new. And it always stems from some sort of either racial injustice, immigration issue, like I said, the Zoot suits, the Watts, what was it, the Watts riots, the LA riots, things like that. And now these riots. And then there'll be more riots and more, it's just tale as old as time. It will not change. I remember when the whole George Floyd thing was going on, when he and once again, which is another hot button topic, which I don't think it should be, but I will tell you that I do think that it was completely crazy to burn your own city down. I think that's just dumb. I do not understand it. Yep, the Rodney King riots, which were the LA riots. Which is part of the reason that OJ probably got off, was because Rodney King's people because they have long freeways and you can get away with it. Josh, crazy question. Why is California also known for high-speed chases? Because the I-5 is long as hell. And the Pacific Coast Highway is long. The freeways and highways. And it's kind of conducive for that. And and there's nothing wrong with that. I've been in protests, but peaceful. It's the way to be. There's nothing wrong with peaceful protesting. Somebody said Dr. Gary was here, but I don't see him. Where the hell is he? Yeah. Look at that. Look at this. This is nuts. They burned 5 of those cars today. Yeah. Yeah. And everybody that did that should get in a lot of trouble. But like I said, don't take it as the whole world is burning down, because it's not. And I know that these things are very upsetting to people because we don't understand them and we can't control them. We have no power over it. And, but I would tell you that the protesting is fine. The violence is not. and the violence is a subset of people. It's not the majority. Once again, very populated area. And you know, there's a lot of instigators. A lot of people instigating this stuff. Like this, that's just crazy shit. That's just dumb. It's just terrible. Look at that. Why is somebody setting that fire? This is typical LA though. This is typical LA riots. I mean, it just happens all the time. There are riots happen constantly in LA. I think that I just, for some reason, I feel like it's the home of the riots. I don't know. No, you want to know who's burning the cop cars? Those little douchebags, the skateboarders. Skateboarders love to protest. Not all skateboarders, but for some reason, these emo kids show up and they're like, yeah, bro. They do some shrooms. They're like, let's go protest, bro. Yeah. And then they start smashing out windows and they're like, oh my God, this has turned. It's just like, dude, look at it's like a skateboard gang. It's like walking around hitting people's windows with their skateboards and shit. It's weird. Yeah, man, let me get a skateboard and set some shit on fire. It's like, what are you doing? Why are you doing this? Bunch of agitating, like, look at this guy. He's just, I'm sure he seems like a really nice fella. Celebrating that. What the? I mean, it's just crazy, dude. Just destroying other people's stuff. That's his problem. He's wearing a Dodger hat. Most of them don't have a dog in the fight. That is a fact. What is this guy doing? Is he starting the fire or is he trying to put it out? Wow. He's trying to start the fire. That's good. Good move, buddy. Thanks. Thanks for being a part of the solution, asshole. Just ridiculous. Yeah, they think they're in a movie. These people, this guy right here is mentally deranged. He's going to post that on his Instagram while benefiting from all America has to offer. That's great. Take a picture of me, bro, while I'm up here. Like, this is going on my Instagram. Oh, look, I wrote F ICE. It's going to change everything. I set this car on fire. They're not going to deport people anymore. I don't know. The thinking, I don't quite understand. It's just dumb. And it takes away from the larger issues. It takes away from the issues that can be talked about peacefully. None of this changes anything. That's what people really need to understand first and foremost. There is nothing that what's happening here changes nothing. Nothing. They said electric car fumes are so toxic, so they have air quality warnings. Oh, God, dude, really? Yeah, the Mexican, like standing on top of like these cars waving, foreign flags is, you want to peacefully protest down the street? You want to fly a foreign flag? That's fine. You don't know if you buy what? Well, I know that I do, since I live in California. Oh, yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure of it. Well, they have those. I heard something about that, but the air quality in LA sucks anyway. But it's not. This is not helping. No, you're not blocked. Not yet. Maybe soon. Maybe soon. Look at that. Oh, look, I'm recording it. Look how cool I am. Stupid. Who are you going to go show that to? I'm going to show that to my cousin. He's going to be like, awesome. LA has like the worst smog anyway. It's like, it's not as bad as China's, but it's pretty bad. I can guarantee it ain't helping anything. The way those things burn, like that black smoke, ugh. Somebody with asthma. I need my inhaler right now. Much better. Poor horsies. I bet you every single one of them is an American too. I guarantee it, dude. You think the illegals are going to be stupid enough to do that? They're like, nah, we're trying to keep a low pro, brother, sister. I know, the horse thing sucks. I remember I went to Starbucks one time, like a new Starbucks that opened up here. And the first day it opened up, somebody like spray painted it, said like Free Palestine on it. What are they doing? I know. I feel bad for the horses. They don't need to be. Why do they have to deal with this shit? It probably scares them. It'd scare me. Josh, watch the movie 12 Strong. True story about heading into Okay, I'll check that out. I'm gonna put that on my. Write that note down right now. What hold my hand. What are they doing? No, can you drop it? I'm sorry. Can you drop it again? And I'll bring it up. I'm sorry about that. I think I saw it go by and then I lost it. Yeah, Eric, I feel the same way, man. This shit's it's stupid. It's just dumb. It doesn't change anything and it's destructive. You think that laws are going to be changed because of this? Nah. No, that's just not going to happen. Just causing a lot of problems and the problem is they have no like actual legal standing. Let's see. Oh. All right, hold on. I'll show you after this. I'll remind me to show you the video of J.R. Smith. You might not know who he is, but it's a funny video.
Time who were utilizing their First Amendment rights.
Wow.
Yeah, it did get out of control with the overpass on Spring Street, with the CHP vehicles, with the Waymo vehicles, like you said, over in Olvera Street area. But what we're seeing now these are anarchists. These are not law-abiding citizens. These are people that want to cause problems, and they've come into L.A. to do so.
Wow. And as you're saying that, we're watching somebody who was doing backwards donuts in that intersection. A man driving through without a shirt on with this minivan. Not sure what his intentions were or what's going on there, but this guy's taken off at a high rate of speed. And there's people out in the streets right now. We don't know if he was angry at the protesters or part of the protest. We just don't know. But there's so many people out walking around the streets, law enforcement officers, other people that are out there, and he's putting all of them at risk now with whatever he's doing here. This is just more craziness. He was doing those backwards donuts in that intersection, seemingly.
If this guy is a U.S. citizen, he probably is. I think that they should probably they should find one of those really tiny islands and just put him on there and see if he can, survive it.
It looked to me like he was trying to target somebody. They were throwing things at his vehicle, and it looked as though he was trying to circle around and try to get somebody. I don't know, but what we're seeing now is he has slowed down. I'm not sure exactly where this is. If we could get our locator up from Air 7 just to see what exactly this guy's.
Yeah, put him in the Sahara.
It's Olvera Street. It kind of looked like Olvera Street. Well, he's driving around Olvera Street. He's got no shirt on. He's driving that minivan. It just stopped. I don't know if it ran into a bollard there or what, but it just stopped. And now he's backing up.
No, not an island prison colony, like a tiny little baby island by himself. That's what I mean. Like the really tiny, tiny islands. That's half a mile wide. And just put them there and let them, not a colony, just, let them.
Mark, I don't know if you could hear me.
Go ahead.
LAPD is aware of
Now, something smaller than Alcatraz.
this individual, but I'm not sure if they really know what to do. Well, I was going to say he appeared to be trapped in that area with those blockades, and now he's flying down Main Street back.
This guy deserves to be on a shitty little cold, rainy island by himself, pulling his own teeth like Wilson. Yeah, exactly. No Wilson. Have to take his own wisdom tooth out with a ice skate.
Back to where that blockade is at an extremely high rate of speed, slamming on the brakes now. This is Caesar.
This guy's just an asshole. There's nothing. If anybody agrees with this, I mean, we'll never see eye to eye. I don't know that many people would agree with this.
Chavez.
I mean, this guy's an idiot.
In Main Street, and there's so many people just out walking around right now. I don't know if he's going to slow down before he gets to this barricade. You see some people running. We're a little bit blocked right now because we can't see what's going on the other side of that building. So I'm not sure if this guy in the vehicle stopped or if he continued on. Zoom back in, left, Rob. I think that's him right there. Yeah. Okay.
No.
Not him.
No.
So we just kind of saw this out of the corner of our eye, and I'm not sure if this guy is agitated by the protesters or was with the protesters. But then we saw him doing these backwards donuts, and then other individuals started throwing rocks at this vehicle as he continued doing those donuts at high speeds. Now you see a crowd racing to the east. Looks like maybe to the west. There he is now. Continuing to drive extremely erratically. I'm really worried that this person is going to drive so fast that he's going to run somebody over because there's just so many pedestrians running around, so many people with their phones out. This guy's already hit multiple things. You see the bumper damage almost hitting that vehicle head on, and people are continuing to throw rocks at him. This is Alameda and Cesar Chavez. I think that guy was trying to go up to the driver's door. More people throwing things at this vehicle. Again, we don't know the connection this vehicle has to this protest, if any, if he was just in the area and got upset, or if somebody may have hit the vehicle and that sparked him. But this appears to be an individual that is upset, is unstable, and is now driving.
Yeah, he's upset and unstable. That's true. We agree. He's upset and unstable. You think Captain Obvious. Who cares if he's upset and unstable? Should go to prison. Send him away. Nobody likes you. You're a piece of crap. It was nuts. Is he upset? Is he unstable? Is he upset? He looks upset. Yes, he's probably upset. Cares. Well, that's a fact, Big Stunna. Big Stunna is upset and unstable. Me too. Doesn't mean I go driving a car like that. I know. We don't know what has made him upset.
Guard troops have arrived in Los Angeles. The overnight arrival follows an order from President Trump.
This comes as the protests over ICE raids continue. Eyewitness News reporter Ahmed.
Yeah, these are not the protesters we saw during the daytime who were, utilizing their First Amendment rights. Wow. Yeah, it did get out of control with the overpass on Spring Street, with the CHP vehicles, with the Waymo vehicles, like you said, over in Vera Street area. But what we're seeing now these are anarchists. These are not law-abiding citizens.
That is just wild, seriously. LA looks like a complete mess. Just certain parts, yeah. Downtown LA. Downtown LA. For sure.
people that want to cause problems, and they've come into LA to do so.
Wow. And as you're saying that, we're watching somebody who was doing backwards donuts in that intersection. A man driving through without a shirt on with this minivan. Not sure what his intentions were or what's going on there, but this guy's taken off at a high rate of speed.
What his intentions?
And you know, there's people out in the streets right now. We don't know if he was angry at the protesters or part of the protest.
I'm sure
we just
his
don't know.
intentions were good.
But there's so many people out walking around the streets, law enforcement officers, other people that are out there, and he's putting all of them at risk now with whatever he's doing here. This is just more craziness. He was doing those backwards donuts in that intersection. Seemingly, it looked to me like he was trying to target somebody. They were throwing things at his vehicle, and it looked as though he was trying to circle around and try to get somebody. I don't know, but what we're seeing now is he has slowed down. I'm not sure exactly where this is. If we could get our locator up from Air 7 just to see what exactly this guy's. It's Alvera Street. It kind of looked like Alvera Street. Well, he's driving around Alvera Street. He's got no shirt on. He's driving that minivan. It just stopped. I don't know if it ran into a bollard there or what, but it just stopped. And now he's backing up.
Mark, I don't know if you could hear me.
Go ahead.
LAPD is aware of this individual, but I'm not sure if they really know what to do. I was going to say he appeared to be trapped in that area with those blockades, and now he's flying down Main Street back to where that blockade is at an extremely high rate of speed, slamming on the brakes now. This is Cesar Chavez and Main Street, and there's so many people just out walking around right now. I don't know if he's going to slow down before he gets to this barricade. You see some people running. We're a little bit blocked right now because we can't see what's going on the other side of that building. So I'm not sure if this guy in the vehicle stopped or if he continued on. Zoom back in, left, Rob. I think that's him right there. Yeah. Okay.
No.
Not him.
No.
So we're.
No, it's not him. It's the other car that's on fire. It's the other guy that's driving in circles and trying to start shit on fire. It's just utterly ridiculous. I hate this shit. I really do.
Across from Columbus Elementary.
This looks kind of interesting.
Get towed to Roslyn Place, south of 8th Street.
Look at those cages.
29.
Over those stores.
Roslyn Place, south of 8th Street.
They were prepared.
BC Street requesting a backup 702 Stanford Avenue. 702 Stanford Avenue, suspects in the back of the residence in the shed, code 3 and 7 by the 1307.
That's all right, beautiful mess. I understand. I really do.
So there are cops on the right-hand side. I don't know if they're doing a skirmish line on the right. It looks like they have it shut down. 5th and Broadway.
RA-119 South Virgil Avenue.
Deborah, enjoying your stuff from Phoenix. Thank you, Deborah.
Are we sure he's wearing pants? I don't know. He seemed naked to me.
Southwest corner of 8th Street and Roslyn Place.
He seemed butt naked. It's so stupid.
1393. Repeat your further. Fire location.
Yeah, the cops just put up a
code 3 from
police
Newton
tape
Station
right here.
to 702 Stafford Avenue. 6 miles indicated. Verify your location.
From 32nd for elevation.
2891, call inside I'm available.
Yeah, who's Jeremy?
Try one break.
205.
1A29 watch 2, 1A29 watch 2, come in.
I don't understand scanners either, Cat.
Maybe.
29-1, roger.
That's a Big 10-4. Over and out.
Drummond, D-R-U-M-M-O-N-D. Vincent 058, send me from station.
We got a code 7 on Route 30.
ID 1 on ID, come in.
Two-person right now, so one going west and one going east.
Over.
Central Kawanga, a black Range Rover, 9 John Union, question 9 John Young Union 104, 9 John Young Union 104, information only on 70.
Okay, I think there's another hotspot up here to the left.
-2-3.
State units on the CHP back
Over
up.
and out.
Thank you to everybody that's texting me. I'm getting a lot of updates from people that are out here.
Graffiti pisses me off too.
Additional on City
Actually.
58.
Ab 93, or correction, 1389, you can cancel Ab 93 off of Vincent 0058, you consider to be responsible for code 3.
Can anybody tell me where John Hicks is? If anybody's watching John Hicks' feed, let me know what cross streets he's at.
Charles 7752 North South.
Victor 22, show code 4 suspect in custody. I'm sorry about that, man.
And just in general, check out John Hicks on YouTube. John Hicks film.
The suspect at gunpoint. 1393 and 1389 is responding. 1389 is responding code 3 from Newton Station. To 702 Stanford.
What's up, Zoots? Thank you. I appreciate you saying that, really.
Yeah, these are not the protesters we saw during the daytime.
Yeah, we heard you the first time, bud.
Out of the corner of our eye. And I'm not sure if this guy is agitated by the protesters or was with the protesters, but then we saw him doing these backwards donuts, and then other individuals started throwing rocks at this vehicle as he continued doing those donuts at high speeds. Now you see a crowd racing to the east, looks like maybe to the west. There he is now. There he is now, continuing to drive extremely erratically. I'm really worried that this person is going to drive so fast that he's going to run somebody over, because there's just so many pedestrians running around, so many people.
Say it once, say it twice.
God.
Guy was trying to go up to the...
There's got to be, like... The coverage is waning. Where is it? No good, no good, no good, no good.
At a high rate of speed around the Chinatown area and Olvera Street. We're going to continue to keep an eye on this one.
So this is from earlier. This is what Samantha sent.
He's out.
Is that Karen Reed driving? It's not funny. I mean, it was kind of funny, but...
Reversing now. Oh no! Oh no! Wow. I thought he was going to hit the motorcycle.
Holy shit!
Yeah, yeah. This person is clearly upset and just driving erratically, not in any sort of mental state. That's going to be a part.
Listen to the doctor.
Of Union Station, and I'm not sure if we're able to get Air 7 on the other side of that, but we may. Okay, that's the vehicle upset. Right there.
No
continuing in and around. Yep.
So stupid.
This may be an enclosed area. This may be some kind of a... Oh, those are the railroad tracks.
Great. He's on the railroad tracks. Angela, he's on the railroad tracks. I got to hold a baby today. Well, I didn't get to. I didn't have much of a choice. My cousin's 8-month-old baby would cry whenever I left the room. It was
newscopter here.
It sucked. I mean, it was cute, but it sucked. It was a good excuse
Yeah.
for me to end up having to watch the baby for like 45 minutes. Oh yeah, she was like,
Yeah, that's the tracks.
her name is Valentina. She's very cute. But every time I think, I don't know, I think my sister took the picture.
Vignes and Botchit. Vignes and Botchit. Boucher.
I don't know, I have to ask my sister. Yeah, little Valentina. I'd never even, like, this was the first time I'd even seen her, and I just got down on the floor. I got down on the floor with her and was like playing
You
with
could put the
toys with her. Hey, what the hell? And I just got up, just not even thinking about it. And she just started crying profusely. So I had to actually...
Vignes and Cesar Chavez, eastbound.
So then I felt bad. So then I had to get back down. No, I do not have baby fever. Absolutely not. But I couldn't just like ignore. I felt bad. I mean,
All right, I got newscopter.
the only way that
behind
she would
us.
stop crying, and her mom was right there. The only way that she would stop crying is if I was playing with her. It's ridiculous. Oh, and then I got to hang out with Otis's brother today too. He's cute.
Yeah, Mark, this is Cesar Chavez. He appears to be northbound on Cesar Chavez on Gallardo Street. And, you know, we've seen situations.
That's so crazy. Yeah, she's really cute. This is, you can't really see me, but the way that she stared at me for, I don't know, she probably stared at me for like 20 minutes. Like, look at her. That was her staring at me. You can see my hand. I was holding her. She just kept looking at me like that the whole time. Wouldn't stop. Just staring right at me. I was just like, Very sweet. She was very cute. Very cute. Yeah, she was just like, who is this guy? I think she had assessed me because when I tried to leave,
to this pay booth in this parking lot, and with LA City Fire kind of nowhere in sight, they're you know, at their fire stations. They're staying a little bit further away from the scene because of safety issues. You know, just as I say that, not LA
She
City
did,
Fire,
yeah.
but LAPD with a fire extinguisher. They're just going to move forward with their fire extinguisher and put this thing out. So apparently they
yeah,
felt
she was
safe
cute.
enough
She was
with their
so
riot
she was so
gear.
sweet.
You
We
see
hung
that,
out for quite a
officer there
while.
with his baton trying to push
and then she sneezed on me.
protester back there. It appears that they've made the assessment that
She sneezed
individuals
on
in this
me.
parking lot appear
Oh
to
my
be
God.
pretty calm and pretty docile, in addition to a number of press in the area. It appears that a lot of those people down there that
Yeah,
are law enforcement are,
hopefully
in fact,
they're just everybody's
press.
trying
So, law enforcement made the decision
get
there
this
to just
shit
come in
under
with a fire extinguisher and put that little fire out that was
control.
in that parking booth. But it just goes to show you that there's still a number of hot spots here that LAPD is keeping an eye on. That's the intersection of Main and Alameda. Once LAPD pushed
I
those
don't know if there's
protesters
been
down
any
past,
casualties. Tears
Olvera
running dry.
Strait to Main and Cesar Chavez. You know, just as
Yeah, well, she was
my head
she was
around
a
what we
cute
just
little
saw a
thing.
few minutes ago,
But
we
when I
see
got up,
another barricade
you know, it was one of those, and it wasn't like a one of those little pouty little cries. I mean, she was like there were tears coming. She was like, she was pissed that I just got up. I didn't think that she was like that interested in what I was doing, which was nothing.
Different areas here. We're seeing a little bit of
But she was very interested. Dogs and kids, man, they really, I don't know. It's just always been like that. They think I'm like a jungle gym, and they just kind of climb on top of like my back or, you know, hang off of me.
And we might be a little too far away with the buildings in a way here to get eyes on that group there.
She
but
stared
there
at me for
was
quite a while.
Group of about 500 people down on that side. However, that group of protesters,
Yeah, it went on for about 45
weren't
minutes.
really doing anything that LAPD deems to be a threat. So LAPD is really putting their focus on the protesters on the north side that continue to set up barricades. They really don't want anybody to dig their heels in and set up barricades or anything of that sort, because the longer
Yeah, I was told
barricades they
the.
put in place, the more they get fortified by other pieces of trash
See,
and
Otis's
other pieces
brother
of metal that
I almost
individuals find, the harder
adopted.
it will be for LAPD to deal with it later on.
Well, not almost
the,
adopted. He was the one that I
that's
almost.
The Spring Street Bridge that CHP now has been able to contain, and I think if we pan to the left, Rob, there, we'll be able to see the Los Angeles Street Bridge, and that's the bridge where a lot of protesters were.
I just got up. It wasn't like I deserted her. I was just down on the floor going to her.
CHP vehicle on a tow truck. That CHP vehicle probably going to be a complete loss. It was actually set on fire earlier as people on the bridge above were lighting pieces of cardboard on fire and throwing them down to the vehicles below. So that CHP vehicle actually caught on fire a little bit before CHP officers were able to move in with a fire extinguisher and put it out. But while we were zoomed in there, you were able to see a lot of debris just spread across the lanes of the southbound 101 freeway. So it's going to be a big cleanup here.
This is Otis's little brother, or big brother. I don't know what the hell he is. His name's Tommy. I got to see him today. No, I don't have any grandchildren. I'm not old enough to be a grandpa yet. But that's Otis's brother. And I almost chose him over Otis, but my cousin ended up getting him. And that's also Macho's son. It's one of Macho's kids. And he's a sweetheart. He pierced my ear though. He got a hold of my ear and went beep. But I remember because he remembers me. Like I'm around him a little bit, not that often, but sometimes. And what happens, he remembers me because I visited them a few times. I agree, Eric. I agree with you on that. But I visited him and Otis a couple of times before I decided which one. And then I went with Otis, and I remember like when I was holding little Tommy today, I told him, I said, I said, what could have been, buddy? I understand, I was holding him, and I said, yeah, we almost ended up together. And I'm really, this is what I told him. I said, I'm really glad that I didn't choose you because you have a really good home. And that I'm glad that I chose Otis because nobody would have put up with him the way that I did, the way that I do. So it worked out, but he ended up at a good home. And, so that was fun. Yep, I see. Yeah, of course. Absolutely. Him and Otis love each other. Otis's mom did pass away about a year ago, though. She passed. She wasn't.
Still have you in a little box.
She ended up with a really bad infection in her spine.
Well, they don't want the barricades.
You know, it was really sad. You really have a way with words, Josh. I talked to him, man. Yeah, Frenchies are expensive. Luckily I didn't pay for Macho. I did pay for Otis, but I didn't pay anywhere near what they typically cost. That's true. I did have a sim grandbaby. No, I have no grandchildren yet. Not yet. And I don't know when. I haven't hit my 40th birthday. Like, hopefully they can hold off until I hit my 40th, but if not, that's up to them. That's all their decision, not mine. But yeah, he kept biting my ear. He was a little turd, man, but he's so cute. And then my cousin has a smaller one. Named Poppy. And Poppy.
Wow.
I don't know if I have a picture of Poppy. But she's like a tiny little thing. She made me hold her. She's like, you're holding me too. So I was just holding all kinds of people, pets, kids that I'd never met before. That kind of thing. How many 5-hour? I don't know. A lot. I think this is just kind of a loop. I don't know. There doesn't seem to be a lot going on anymore. And I wasn't even going to talk about this all night, but it seemed kind of like the topic. It's kind of what everybody is talking about, I guess. Anyway, I'll still release those prank calls this week. I'll get one of them cooked up either for tomorrow's show or the next. They're pretty good.
We did see the guy with the flamethrower being taken into custody.
Somebody had a flamethrower. They just said we just had somebody with a flamethrower taken into custody. What the fuck what's wrong with people? A flamethrower. Great.
Oh, like 30? 30, 30.
A flamethrower.
Yeah, copy that. Just barring weather. It's holding high enough for now, but we're just keeping an eye on it.
Eric says, I can't imagine this in Chicago. Please no. Well, don't you guys have like every weekend's pretty violent for you guys, isn't it? I don't know what part of Chicago you're in, but I'm assuming it's not O Block. Your 88-year-old uncle has one? Good Lord.
Oh. Gas station.
I don't know where you would purchase a flamethrower at.
Such a big crowd that was pushed further north, and I'm trying to monitor a few different
That's
things
not a
here to
bad
see
idea.
why people are running. But the crowd had been further to the south on Main Street, south of Cesar Chavez Avenue, that intersection you're seeing right there. And LAPD continued to push that crowd further north. So now you're just seeing the crowd just kind of scatter in a lot of different directions. So a couple people went to the gas station. We didn't see any signs of looting or anything like that in that particular store right there. So that's definitely some good news. But the concern obviously is individuals that continue to make barricades such as this one there on the right side of your screen that's been, as you said, fortified with a couple of dumpsters and a wrought iron
I'm not
fence.
interested,
We've seen
but
an item set on fire there next to that.
I'm not much of a
fence, but it
fire
appears
guy.
That fire may be out as of right now. So LAPD is trying to avoid situations like this, but they're also taking into account all of the resources that they are pouring into the area, and they have been pouring into the area, and they're trying to figure out a way to balance those resources. So they are not at this time making a push further north to knock down that barricade as they had been with previous barricades. They're just kind of holding the scene as it stands right now, maybe to have a little bit of a respite, have a little bit of a calm, regroup,
Okay, but
and then
Lindsay,
figure out the
so
next
do you
move.
have a different
you see the
channel
Night Sun
that
from
I
the
should watch? I don't really know what you're saying about India. Again, this is not live footage. CNBC TV 18 and CNN News 18 are both channels out of India that live stream news as if they're happening live. It just plays over and over. Well, yeah, but I'm not going to play his live, though. Yeah, but I'm not going to stream that guy. Like, he's out here. That's kind of messed up. I streamed it for a second, but I don't want to play his stuff. The reason nobody's live anymore is because there's not a lot going on anymore. I'm not saying that I don't have any reason to doubt you. At all. I'm sure he doesn't have he's got such a big channel. I mean, I don't think he would even notice, but I don't know. To me, it's like, that's his content. That's what he's doing. He's doing it live. I'm not trying to stream snipe him. I'm not a dickwad like that. Other people are. It's not me. I'm sure. Josh, Jeremy, don't care if you. I guess I can play a little bit of it. What's his name? Jeremy what?
I can.
I'm gonna see if we can get over there, but they look pissed. Oh, I just saw a bottle hit this cop car right here.
Oh my God.
Oh, they're gonna be mad at that.
Yeah, they're gonna be mad. Well, I appreciate that sense of soul. Thank you.
Hold on.
Turn around at 6911 is Coaches at 104 at 8497. Flight Nets will from the Cruiser Charles information only, driven to Normal. 103, 38, 1232.
Copy that.
Yeah, I mean, he's not going to even notice that I've streamed anything. But
Yeah, I have a bunch of individuals on Los Angeles, Hamilton First Street, on the east curb. They're losing the speed up.
So we're on second. This call that we're hearing is on first.
Some evidence under there. If you want to get some coppers to go underneath and look up for these cars at all.
Coppers.
oh, I don't wonder it.
85, send me incident 0100.
Okay, 85, roger. Getting 95, New Department of Mental Health, 2016, Shenandoah Street, Code 2 incident.
You wonder why guns.
105.
I don't wonder.
889.
Not with this kind of stuff. That
Saw a young screaming woman, 10321 Crystal Drive, 10321 Crystal Drive, behind the location, Code 30109 or the 885. First the right hand on the way.
Give me a second.
Play 15, go ahead. Play 15. As teachers deleted on.
Now Trev's not driving. I don't think got them Chevro legs.
95 Roger from Manning Peter.
First the back of the Volvo Porsche.
Six Roger.
We're gonna cruise over there.
I get it's funny too. I get constantly asked like, what political party I am. Not that matters. What political party I am. There's like trash on the street and shit. It's terrible. Nah, he didn't. I don't know what he got. I know he got a DUI. Or charged with one. He's gonna take a DUI to trial. Who does that? Is he running on foot? God, that guy's gnarly.
Yo! Sam, that's fun. Bro, you wanna know something, brother?
Durant. Can't tell if they handled that down there or not.
I thought this guy was in a car earlier. He's not in a car now? He's hoofing it? I don't know which one. I don't know if it's over. It's close. Toughen. Braver than I am. I wouldn't be doing that.
Fíjate que vamos a tener.
I've been having to stand up.
How was? Are you good?
Yeah.
Bro.
Oh no, they got that corner up there.
Yeah, I wouldn't be on
The flashlights that were pointed in our direction, they had the pepper balls.
I'm gonna go look at new chairs tomorrow. I want to get a higher back one. I was supposed to go this weekend, but I ended up being too social. Is it quiet where you are, Samantha? Good night, Samantha. Thank you for being here.
I just kicked something under the car. So much glass in the road. Sorry, give me a second.
Did you see that?
I wanted to film a little bit of that lineup, but then right when we got to that corner, they were pepper balling and pointing it at us. That's not what I want. Anything that would make the night shorter, we can't do that.
Some of them do.
For the border request at 8th and Broadway, are you going to be standing by?
Last 3 is 265.
And some of them don't. Hit that like button.
5 Queen Mary Union 265.
A big homeless population in Los Angeles.
From second, we're in a yellow hoodie. If you can just kind of keep an eye on this guy, we have.
And I'll tell you why. There's a big homeless population. Because you can live outside in LA.
I'm looking at 80 suspect there now, 1060 West Valley High Drive, 1060
San Francisco, you can live year round
the South Wellington Park.
Doesn't snow.
Suspect,
LA doesn't snow. Where I live doesn't snow.
The location code is the 127, already 150.
Doesn't get like.
4586.
You can just live outside year round.
Entering a possible child abuse 1000 North Alhambra Avenue, possibly unit 119 or 114, unknown male suspect yelling and possibly physically assaulting children at location computed to 0125 RD 119.
So to answer your question, some do and some don't.
Traffic call at ID 1232 identified. I code 2 incident 0104 ID 497.
DMV wants from warrants on temporary plate 4 William 21 Robert 46.
21 temporary plate boy William 21 Robert 46.
85. The PI lies the suspect in all black, white and black shirt, black pants with white shoes in the baseball field. Addition on incident 127.
Unit mental suspect Erratic at the Buffalo Motel. Suspect.
Smells like gasoline out here.
For check out 1936 Cypress Avenue, subject to Mel. I police platoon at 131 or Diesel 47.
7995 Council 37 off the call on subject for 211.
3711 cancer incident 67. Sunset 11895 will handle. Security units ambulance traffic 672, 672, code 133 or 159.
259 South Broadway, call the inside line.
Code 27137 RD 1506.
The inside line, which unit are you requesting?
Variant is going to be South Reddington Park at 10600 West Valley Hart Drive.
Patient. Disregard, they're already calling.
4867 Roger.
Just in the middle of the intersection. Driver's male, not responsive at the wheel. Let's go to incident 135 RD 2076. 6 Henry.
So this police line on the right, that's going back toward City Hall and LAPD headquarters.
No, I don't live in LA.
Okay, 24, code 6 Charles indicated, verify location.
I would never live in LA. I've been to LA probably, I don't know.
Code 4, suspect in custody.
400 times.
Units cover on the code 6 Charles, 404 North Rise Avenue, suspect in custody.
Are there any available GR unit to meet me at my location?
Back with no record on file.
Caitlin says, Lab After Dark, go offer a corn dog on the run.
What up, Steffi?
And on commercial page 676 2272, no want to warrant 2000 Chevrolet 3C. Cynthia Irene.
I was in somebody else. I was on somebody else's show.
Expiration 0630 2020.
Yesterday. Here, let me turn this shice down. I was on somebody else's show yesterday, and
You still need it to hold on Spring in Arcadia?
There were people in the chat like were like, I didn't even know they were like bringing up corn dogs and shit. It's like, thanks, McDonough. Can't go anywhere. Don't worry, Josh. The corn dog will still be warm. And shit, yeah, she's like, okay, all right. The corn dog thing follows me, man. It haunts me.
Black shirt, black pants, black
Oh, I got you. It haunts me.
Negative, they're responding code 3.
It's like, it wasn't even my show. It was a...
31 FP, 61 and 81, 31 FP, 61 and 81, update your status. 61 code 6, no saving the surface of platform.
I don't know what you mean.
61,
Caitlin.
They have a lot of this blocked off.
I bet if that was a corn dog,
right
you would have
above us
caught
right
it.
On your status.
31 FP, 81,
It's my corn dog, the bear.
26 here no longer has visual on suspect. No further.
15974 Trollberg Street to the address next door. PR heard her neighbor screaming for help. Code 3, incident 142, RD 1901.
Josh, did you hear about Chris M's hot mic Friday? He decided on mac salad for lunch. Is that right? Is that right? How's your mac salad, Holmes? Chris McDonough salad. It's gonna kill me. No, you cannot call me corn dog. Although people do. So I guess if you want to. I can't say I'd answer every time.
Into a dark-colored sedan. 2 additional males were seen exiting. PR is currently hiding in their house, willing to meet.
Chris Mac salad. Donna. Mac salad is good. I do like some mac salad, dude. Mac salad.
You too, Roger. Sure you're not the 7% people.
Jack, shout out to Danilo and Orange. He cured my dad from stage 3 colon cancer. Hey, nice.
Gosh, California is not a very safe state to live in. Earthquakes, tsunamis. There were earthquakes in Northern California? That's weird. I live here. I didn't feel anything. I'm gonna get them.
31, FP41, asphalt cranker for closures.
Information only an update responding to Union Station for emergency. Information only at 0147.
Oh, there was one in the Bay Area.
18701 Schoenborn, code 20132, RD 1794.
Get your response on 2nd Street in San Francisco. Response on 2nd Street eastbound.
Out, ambulance battery 6250 Hollywood Boulevard, code 282 and Audi 627 November.
Caitlin says, fun fact, I love the smell of ethanol. Okay. Yeah, you're right. There was a big ass earthquake, yeah.
SB4.
This is LAPD headquarters right here.
Perfect vehicle, green Hyundai Elantra, license plate 700, Tom Paul 235.
Did they say that there was going to be, like, this, they gave a tsunami warning? Smell of ethanol. We're definitely in the witching hour, folks.
PR2719, show us out to Ground Force Station. I'm in.
Steffi G, 20K people sitting in chat. Hit the like, support Jeremy. Hey, Steffi, thank you very much. And thank you, Reporter Media Travel. Thank you for that. I'm trying to keep all my phones charged in here.
Damn, 20,000 in chat.
Come in. 314, are you close to code 740 equipped?
22, code 4 in custody, 15245 Cordell Street.
Alright, you guys on the custody Charles, 15245 Codello in custody.
1585, no further.
Oh my.
This is a Rolls Royce in front of me. Bro. Who's out here in their Rolls Royce?
Well, if that's their car, what else are they going to drive,
Peter
Jeremy?
Griffin on the wall.
Oh, wow.
Peter Griffin.
That's talent. That's talent. It's being wasted, but it's talent. And I'm not sure what you could really turn that into. Now people are going to look him up. Great.
That's pretty bold, bringing the double R out here. For you, man. Oh, and this is all cops.
5 capture response 180, 137 will handle.
It's a lucrative hobby he has there.
185, roger.
This is where the cops were shooting the pepper balls. We were on that right-hand side.
Shooting the pepper balls, not the pepper balls. I hate graffiti on buildings. It's just. I had a
dumpster on fire right in the intersection.
He would. He probably would. He calls me all the time about corn dogs, dude.
They arrived at Valley Jail.
Chris Mac Salad McDonough. I'm getting him on the show this week, and I'm bringing it up.
Look at the big shark in the intersection.
What the fuck? This just, I mean, look at him, an asshole.
What the heck?
From Central Station to 6 Mateo.
Mother. Subject. Daughter, boy, female, white, 64 years, blonde hair, light complexion, 5'8". Bill, unknown narco,
I think there's a bit of both going on. I don't know.
Brown hair, 5'4", 120, light complexion.
All right, Ginger Snap, I'm with you. It's ridiculous. The person in a shark costume out there.
Was that Jabberjaw? That cop just said, "Hey, you in the middle."
Like, look at this. Just like the sign of the times.
Look at the big shark in the intersection.
Hey guys, guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna put on my shark outfit, and I need you to shoot for me, so I can post this on my Instagram.
What the heck?
I'm northern.
From Central Station to 6 Mateo.
Mother. Subject. Daughter, boy, female, white, 64 years, blonde hair, light complexion, 5'8". Bill, unknown narco.
That's hilarious.
What the heck?
From Central Station to 6 Mateo.
Sodom and Gomorrah.
Here he is, Little Tokyo. So this is where it was going down on Friday night. And now it's early Monday morning. It's 1:12 Monday morning.
34 West 120th Street.
Thank you so much to everybody that left a like on the stream, shared the stream. Good vibes in the chat.
Vibing.
I'm trying to get through the whole night without getting a flat tire. There's so much glass in the streets.
He said the chat's vibing, bro. Is the chat vibing? I know our chat's vibing. Oh, what the hell is that?
This is the opposite side where we saw the shark.
Shohei Ohtani. Yamamita Moda, or whatever his name is.
Roger, sir. I got eyes on them going southbound. I tried to get you a unit at 2nd and San Pedro so we can block this.
I hate the Dodgers so much.
They've already made it to the corner.
Oh, I just heard an explosion up there.
Bullshit. We're not going to make an arrest.
Stupid.
At this point.
Pile of shit.
105 and 89.
Stupid organization.
18 comes to violent condition. 198 private control.
Ooh, Rob Lowe. Rob Lowe's a Dodger fan.
730091.
West of San Pedro.
Alright, First and San Pedro is right in front of us.
How could you not like Rob Lowe?
I need you to.
Well, he's a Dodger fan, so no, I don't like him.
First in Los Angeles, you see how they're cutting through that side?
Oh shoot, they're coming up behind me hot.
We got action. That's a Big 10-4.
5182 responding.
record only David Harrison Floor, plus 2 incident 154, D417.
We got action, baby.
There are 100 cops behind me right now.
What's happening? Go to the scene of the crime. Something big is happening. Olympics are in LA next summer. They sure are. You're damn right they are.
Heads up. Some of the crowd is going in between 1st Street and 2nd Street. There's a diagonal.
Hey, let's get to 200 likes. That would be
Still so many cops coming.
that would be ideal. Please hit that like button.
That shark must have really pissed him off.
Please. It's all about the sharks.
Battery domestic violence 2629 with HV suspect.
Oh, World Cup's next year. My bad.
Somebody must have had a bad experience with a shark at some point. They didn't like that.
Well, sometimes sharks eat people.
Blocking the business. Other things out. You need to see if you can have a vehicle impounded.
220 Roger.
Oh, please.
I knew a dude that got bit by a shark.
37 RD 1506. Also holding possible battery domestic violence 3935.
He struck me as the kind of guy that would get bit by a shark. Nothing against him. I just look at him and go,
popping.
It looks like he could get bit by a shark at some point in his life. Like he just had that like quality about him.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Can you hear that? They're popping something off.
Uh-oh. People want out. These people don't want nothing to do with it.
69
174.
Everybody's spray painting the walls.
Stupid.
Like you can see, like everybody is just like,
oh my god,
popping right now.
Eric, get him.
9231.
It's bullshit.
1538 with sunset. Country incident 129 9218.
Oh, all these cops are running to the left.
What's up, Jennifer? I think Jennifer was probably there for
72 of the P.
I think you were at Manimal Stream, weren't you?
Your contact us through text for 911. We're not able to call back. No further.
174. Come on, we can do it.
License 45995G2, George 2, 45995G, George 2. This information is the 178.
Everybody's car's like busted up and shit.
Oh, I'm hearing them pop off on the left.
Can you tell me someone code 6
Oh, I don't know what's going. There's something's going down on the left.
There's Otis.
Just need to get an address or their location.
Everybody's got their phones. What a society. Yes, all three. It was a marathon of ridiculousness.
36 on 90 Roger.
There's a Chase Bank to my left. It's
175. Come on.
Graffiti right now.
Come on, dude.
Someone's coming. People in Normandy. People in Normandy. Unknown person attempting to vandalize here. Vehicle attempts to vandalize. Code 3 incident 0177 RD 2055.
Oh shit.
It's 0040 hours.
I don't think it's gunfire.
Probably 39 no further. 1901.
Lucy Day always hits the like on the way in. Appreciate that. 176. We're at 176 likes. If you're watching this and you like this,
oh, this street's blocked off right here,
and you're not liking it, but you like it. Anyway, back to the shark story.
We're making contact.
His surfboard had like the biggest. It was a perfect shark bite right through his surfboard.
Lincoln Victor 123 information.
But he was. I don't know what it was about him. He just seemed like the kind of guy that you would look at him and you go, he has definitely been attacked by some sort of sea creature. I can't explain it. I've never met anybody else like that.
Oh, you can hear him popping something off.
If somebody else was to tell me, hey, this person got bit by a shark,
in the building.
I'd be like, oh my God, that's so scary.
Crashed into the building?
I'm so sorry.
You can go ahead and cancel that. It's going to be a family dispute.
And then, but when he told me about, like, he got bit by a shark.
So the pair is not acknowledging any additional text requests.
I was like, yeah.
Roger.
I get that.
Whatever's floating around in the air out here keeps getting on the windshield. Sorry, give it just a second. You can see a bunch of people pulled up on the left. This is what. Oh, that dude's tagging on the cop car.
Wow. Really, dude?
That cop just saw him tag on the cop car.
Wow.
He's like, hey, don't do that.
What do you mean, hey, don't do that? I'm like, hey, get over here. I'm going to hit you with my billy club. An asshole.
Oh, hey, 39, repeat your last question.
Dude,
you think that whoever
tagged up?
Speed. Security is in a marked vehicle. Security suspect is a black Tesla.
Why is there a dumpster in the road? It is disrespectful. It's gross. You think that whoever did that has a problem with the ICE raids? No, it's just a little bitch doing that because he wants to. It has nothing to do with what's going on.
Just a little group of people here in a second, I bet. This is in Little Tokyo.
Reporting anything possible now. One of these are mental intervals.
Damn, everything's getting graffiti on it.
Possible battery domestic violence, 3935 Billion Avenue, code 2, incident 0161, RD 1596. 1585, you handle that.
Hit that like button. And
31 years, served law.
It's not moving, dude.
Zach Moffitt, thank you.
The like isn't moving. It is like 4 in the morning, so I understand.
I keep having to drop the phone that I'm using to read chat.
I don't even know why. I just
rental, so everybody
hear everybody else talking about the like button.
If I have the one on the dash, I don't think that looks too sus.
On the regular
you see all my
channel,
other
I get like 1,000
phones
likes.
in here, it doesn't look right.
Maybe more
so I keep
sometimes.
dropping the phones.
Hey, well, you can show code 4 at the time. Let's know the
But we've been sitting at 179.
Attempting to vandalize the vehicle. You can also cancel supervisor. It's empty.
I have noticed that there are no Waymos out here.
We're at 180.
Some Waymos got burned earlier.
That was a Waymo.
And I think they probably just discontinued the Waymos for a day or two.
They are both now on Eaton and Gardenia.
Waymos.
Westbound on Gardenia. Suspect vehicles are black Tesla. Paper plate. Edward Boy 81 William 07. Edward Boy 81 William 07.
Yeah, the crowd is all funneled over here on the right.
So your brother told
looks like-
people that he got in a
like
fight with a
there's
bear
some
and all he did
looter-
was miss a chunk of his
looter
ear.
crowd out here. Look at all the cops on the right. Oh, they're protecting the shops. They're protecting the shops here in Little Tokyo.
That's a good thing.
You know what? I predict that a lot of these shops are going to start... Oh, here come the cops. Here come the cops right here.
There are cops everywhere.
They're pushing this intersection.
Oh, yeah,
hard.
I got you. We don't have those here.
There's scooters and stuff all in the street to my left. Oh, dang. This is where they...
15974 Filbert Street.
Show me your update to 0105.
81 Roger.
272 in here, 181 likes. Let's go. Let's
So they
go.
dispersed that crowd, but then the crowd ran into
181
the shops
likes
that are behind me to my right.
There can't be that many people
Those are
watching.
like some high-end shops. This is little
just
Tokyo.
for fun. Like you gotta sort of
they're
like
like
it,
sneaker
right?
shops and stuff.
No,
I think they're
All right, whatever.
shops. And then a lot of the crowd is right up here in front of me. Oh, this is what they're looking at. The cops want this crowd that's right here.
I'm going to P521. Repeat, you came in with low volume.
They're all up by this 7-Eleven.
We got some of LAPDs, and I think some
We're in the scary hours, folks. This is the scary hours.
2 3.
Chat's dying. People are still watching.
To north of an E10 for a security following us with U.S. suspect also involved in a CPI.
We're in the scary
I don't
hours.
know how they have enough cops to do this. Like, there's so many different streets that are shut down at this point.
183.
I've done that maneuver before
They
to
must be
clear out
calling in
crowds.
resources from all over the place.
0103.
They're everywhere,
Your status.
dude. Crazy.
Not responding.
When I first saw those bird scooters, I was like, oh, those are going to be pretty crazy for crime. Like, once everybody starts getting e-bikes and scooters, it's over. Zach Moffitt, thank you for the gifted sub. We have 22,000 people in chat right now. What up, everybody?
Yeah? Are you having trouble getting likes in your live stream? Or is it just me?
18, PP's donated incident 3407 and 102nd. Southeast unit, 459 with the gun, 4440 105th Street, 4440 105th Street. Is that the scene of the DUI traffic? Suspect is now standing 5'7", wearing all black clothing. Is now returned back to the location, brandishing the gun. It's Naco 3, incident 118 and I-1834.
It's going to take them a long time to get all this graffiti out. Long time.
The lights at Temple and Judge. Yourself, you're going to have a white Civic northbound to you. If you guys can, if you could stop that vehicle.
They continued to TC and various objects.
There's a cop just to my right looking in here.
Around incident 0152.
I'm hearing popping behind me.
375 Roger. Roger, can you advise the security guard just following? Suspect. Right there, 67 Roger, they were admonished for concern for public safety. The suspect continued to TC in that object and building.
Thank
We got
you
187,
to Ellie
folks.
and Zach
Let's
for
go.
holding it down for me tonight. 22,000 in chat is hard to manage, but they're doing a great job. And thanks to everybody staying chill in the chat. Vortex, I see that. I'm on the edge. Can't tear myself away. What's happening is pretty sad. Yeah, I'm just trying to keep it safe so that we can have another couple hours or however long it goes for.
67 standby.
Oh my God! Here's the car we saw last night with the homemade spoiler.
22 West 75th
Look.
Street, incident 38.
Dude, that's sick.
This is the car we saw. Was it Thursday or Friday?
Incident 152.
That's a sick little spoiler. It's like on Trailer Park Boys when J-Rock made a spoiler for Julian's car out of a hockey stick.
I think chat was trying to figure out what kind of car that was, and nobody knew. This is Skid Row. You kind of tell by the lack of street lights.
Suspect is male, 920 30 years, all green sweater, red pants. That's a medium size man. That's code 2 and 211 396.
Definitely not.
7-Eleven. You guys can tell us.
So that 7-Eleven is what we just drove by.
I appreciate
I can
that.
hear him coming.
I've been accused of being a drama channel too. Sometimes I do like to talk shit.
Oh, they're coming up behind me.
$191. Come on, guys, we got this.
$22,000 in chat.
Not mine, buddy.
What up, everybody? It's 1:30.
Dude, look how fast that scooter's
Monday morning.
going.
Happy Monday. Here's Duran over here on his one wheel.
Unreal.
Whoa, bros. Oh, this is where the 7-Eleven is right here.
Dude.
Oh, they're busting up this 7-Eleven on the right.
Oh, no.
0092, 9 Nora Ida John 352 and 9 John Victor.
Corn dog, are you really going to
hard
eat a
right here on the
goldfish if you get 200 likes? Not a, no.
527.
I'd need something like, I don't know, 5,000 likes for that.
Anybody going west. Do not let anybody go.
I wouldn't even do it for
So
5,000
they're saying
likes. I'm
don't
not
let
eating a
anybody go
goldfish.
west, which is
I don't even like fish.
behind me.
7850 South Normandy Avenue, code 2, incident 187.
They're rolling deep over here.
1255.
They're all, oh shoot, they're all coming right up on me.
Rover 200092, 9 Nora Ida John 3.
Can I go through here?
No warrant.
I'm eating sushi. Does that count?
Hatchback, Jeffrey
It's all the same to me.
3745, Cloverleaf Way in Marietta. 9 John.
I'd eat a goldfish cracker for 200. I'd do that for free.
2023.
You wouldn't have to do
I've definitely
anything.
seen that dude before.
Hi, Duong, 902 South Emerald Street, second RO, Dariush.
Macho's awake and licking
He's like,
his
yeah,
paws.
get out of here. We don't want you directly in
Always
front of
does
us while
this.
we're
Like
taking aim on
it's
everybody.
every time. It's like a child. He wakes up around this time every single night to do this.
For 9 Nora Ida John 352.
That
6307.
that 7-Eleven that they just all collapsed on, that thing is dangerous even when this isn't going on. This is LAPD headquarters right here.
Suspect 354 South Spring, code 210-214-3135.
No, 20. 11 Adam 89 has a racing vehicle. Read a call. Yes, and handle. Can you please sell it? Thank you.
Now 20 Roger. 5 years, black sweatshirt, black.
Somebody's tagging Peter Griffin's head everywhere. I keep seeing it mixed in with the graffiti.
Yeah, I guess you could say.
No, I'm not eating a goldfish.
Los Angeles and 2nd Street.
So that's where we just were, Los Angeles and 2nd, I think.
Be real. Yeah, Holly, I'd eat a goldfish cracker. I like those. I like Cheez-Its more, but they're kind of the same thing. I mean, sort of. They don't actually taste the same, but they're kind of made of the same kind of stuff. I don't know. They're cousins.
Love mechanics. Thank you, man.
I have approximately 20 minutes. FPR.
14667 Roger. Do you want additional proof? The second tier was only reporting a fire alarm was activated in the building. And my flight 31014 Young 30, 31014 Young 30, Suspect was last seen towards Radnor. There's a Melanie wearing a light colored, possible yellow hooded sweatshirt. Vehicle was left at scene with the engine running. It's code 2, incident 0218 RD 1502.
I can hear them coming up behind again. Like they're all coming from this direction right here.
I don't think I ever had this. They give you wicked migraines. What? Maybe it's the salt.
Alright, we're gonna turn left. We're gonna try to scoop up this backside.
(7017) is council. Your response to southeast 18841 will handle.
What up, Terry Sparks, Kiki, Boomhauser, Greg Andrews? Thank you for joining my members.
3536 RD 1309.
Pretty much that.
Council incident 3536 1309 will handle. 888.
Whoa, bro.
888 at 242 suspect 11870 67th Street. See the PR in front of location. Will direct your suspect to assault the PR's husband. Is cut to incident 217 RD 1375.
It's looking dark over here.
14849, the circle team responded to an incorrect address. They're not going to be responding to the correct address. No ETA available.
13, can I get an additional unit for open door?
The helicopter's at about 1 o'clock, top right. And then we have Duran on the corner here, top left. I'm gonna wait and see where we're going next.
Wilmington and
Here's one of the helicopters right here.
Street to 444 East 105th Street.
Okay.
Yep, roger. 2053, the location to meet PR's photo and Cesar Chavez advised 10 minutes.
Thank you, Salty Taco, for the membership.
We're gonna let them know that our call came out of South Sentinel. It's actually west.
Got pups over here too.
Individuals that are just kind of all over downtown right now. Splitting up, going different.
Thank you, Cal, Nini, Jeremy. I so enjoyed the stream, even with all the chaos outside. Hey, thank you. Cal, Nini, thank you.
I don't see visually. They're okay, additional unit.
Hey, roger. Baseball cap, white top, black jeans. 390 attempting to assault family as coach intention to corner detail 6.
So all the different people that are filming out here, they're all having to do what I'm doing, which is battery control. When you're live streaming, it's just eating up the battery. And so I'm rotating all of my different cameras, or basically phones, just to make sure everything stays charged.
Right.
48510 Lay Avenue, Alberta, UA.
Any Olympic Usenet, possible mortality, suspect 500 Southwest Moreland Avenue, apartment 301, code 2 incident 0225 RD 2029. Wearing a black hat and a black ski mask.
Okay, I think we're gonna go back around to the right. We're gonna have to figure out how to do it though, because they have everything on the city hall side blocked off.
8111 Adam 3, California plate.
8111 Adam 3.
Hold on.
Amanda, thank you for the $2 super chat. Appreciate it. Good to see you.
We have southbound blocked. Vehicles need to go northbound and go east or west on Temple.
Southbound blocked.
Did we do it?
On incident 0036, is PD still needed? 7-8-3-1 semi.
So right now it's 1:40 Monday morning. So you would think that things are starting to like settle down, but I don't know.
Southeast Station. Where's the beat?
Semi.
Oh, did you hear that explosion?
17 years, 5-3, no shirt, jeans.
That explosion sounded like it was back.
That's what I see too.
Please send your message.
On X37, have you
It's showing it on
I thought you were being mean. I thought you were being kind of.
on X30, Roger.
You're giving me a hard time. I don't think you're actually mean. Sorry. There it is.
You have an 837, Roger.
200 likes. We got it. Thank you. Appreciate it.
If you were with us last night, we were in Compton and Paramount. My clothes, when I got back, we had tear gas shot at us, the rubber pepper balls. Both of the hoodies that I had, both just smelled like they were doused in tear gas and pepper spray. I brought the mask out today.
Roger, so first priority, I'm trying to identify day watch squad so I can get him back here. I'm trying to leave the PM watch folks for the sector.
Gemini, thank you very much.
Let me start getting that from this point.
Here are the current calls.
Okay, so roger that. So units that are on, everybody's still on their feet on the skirmish line.
It's 1:40 in the morning.
53. Avenue. Subjects of granddaughter, female, black, 26 years, gray top, red pants, sandals with schizophrenia, hearing voices. More contra additional school 231 or 1864. 18A17, Pierce stepping up to meet. Golden plate for 1999 Chevrolet pickup truck. Roberto Reyes Gonzalez, 132 West 97th Street, Los Angeles.
I'm going to go back toward the helicopter.
At Washington, approximately 2 minutes ago, suspect vehicle a 2022 gray Mercedes SUV, 9 Paul Boy Mary 348, 9 Paul Boy Mary 348. No description of the driver. Vehicle is observed running red lights and driving into oncoming traffic. Information line sent 234 RE 1309. You have an 837, go ahead.
Donald Fielding 442 on the East Coast. Hey, Donald, thank you for hanging out with us all weekend. Thank you for hanging out with us, being so chill in the chat. Appreciate it. Here's the helicopter right here, 12 o'clock.
You have an 837, Roger. I'll in the comments of the call.
Second in Los Angeles Healthville.
Matthew Simon, thank you for joining my members. It looks like things are starting to sizzle down a little bit.
Southeast US 1841, additional 14, mounted gun at 444 East 105th Street. Looks like the vehicle gray 4-door sedan. It's additional, possible additional.
And thank you, Diamonds, for DC. I appreciate that. Thank you for.
Incident 0118.
Verify 3, you're at Broadway and First.
Negative, they're lost again. Just holding southbound traffic. We got a whole squad here, just here not right now.
Oh, you're at the 7-Eleven?
The 7-Eleven is right up here on the right.
Yeah, you guys can just jump at your stop and stay posted up there and be ready to be deployed.
So they're going to stage at the 7-Eleven.
If you want to, He was at first, and Stampedes are just bumping up a block. You guys can pull us up with the other block points up there. Over there.
Yeah, sir, we're one of those day-watch units that I think they're trying to devote right now. So I'm not sure if you want to dedicate it to that just yet.
Roger. What time did the National Guard go to bed tonight?
Or whatnot. Just jump in your stop, hold those corners, and just stop the seat.
Hey, Holiday Inn, the suspect are now 1220 Northwest Palmers Avenue in the parking garage. Suspect no black red hooded sweatshirt, jumping up open vehicle doors. It's code 239 3663. And 1420 South Alameda, code 238 or D1309.
Avenue, unit 102, suspect female black dress, 390, 15 to 240,
Jack and Neve here. Thank you, Jeremy Hey, thank you very much, Neve.
241 or D1437.
Thank you for chilling with us. This dude's asking the cops something. Oh, he has a little dog. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. Look at the passenger window. A little dog's head will pop out every once in a while. See it? Little pupsters right there.
89.
This is where the cops were staged by 7-Eleven, and now it looks like they're all taken off. We saw them roll up into this.
Unit for 10 ambulance battery 6250 Hollywood Boulevard, code 2 incident 0082 RD 647. Also holding time now, battery domestic violence 827 Melrose Hill Street, code 2 incident 0166 RD 678.
That's a cute puppy.
Good unit for attack out DUI traffic RD 1343 identified before going outside.
So you get them out?
Steelers Nation, thank you. Don't end up on CNN.
1215. Don't traffic 10 identified.
The cops are still over here tough. Look at the guns.
Cut off your left door.
Your ETA was 10 minutes as of 1:36.
One of my friends that's out here has been sending me a couple text messages. I might need to call him and just make sure he's okay.
150, 20 minutes until.
It's the time of the night where everybody has to check in on one another, make sure you don't have any flat tires. Here are a lot of the cops on the right. Helicopters right above us.
Washington.
I'm getting there.
2 residential, number 1, male, green hat, blue, white shirt, blue jeans. Number 2, male, black baseball cap, black shirt, blue slicker vest, blue jeans. Number 3, male.
This is Skid Row right here. Let's go through the row.
Whoa. Yeah, we got those too.
Thank you, Old Fart Andy. Thought to ponder how many overflowing Gatorade bottles are in those choppers, right? Tori Snow, love from Virginia. Hey, thank you.
Roy, Edward, Robert, Edward, Tom, Adam, please.
You got it? Hey, so we're here on 2nd and San Pedro. There's a little group that's hanging out here just south of.
Nacho's on the floor and Otis is in bed. Otis is a hard sleeper. Nah, Skid Row looks good.
There's suspects are 4 male unknown, like 13 gang members.
I'm gonna pull over here and make a call real quick. Just 1 second.
Yep, they do sleep with me.
Old Fart Andy, thank you. I gotta mute it just real quick. Hold on.
Jennifer Gilly donated $4.99 through Super Chat. Thank you for showing the pics and stow Reese off your day. Yay 200, red heart emoji.
Jennifer, thank you. I appreciate that very much. And what's going on in Vegas?
Channel 44 is restricted for this occurrence. Any officers not assigned to the protest in Central Division can go in and watch at the regularly
So
scheduled time.
the city is still on tack alert.
What does that mean?
My friend said that he thinks the looting is done, but the cops are still pulling up over by San Pedro.
I don't see the standoff. I'm looking.
Captain A 39, yes, 9889 for a hit and run misdemeanor.
39, cancel and then thanks to all things.
9889, 9889, cancel on 218, 15839 will handle.
89, thank you.
Nothing further?
So here are the most current calls.
Hilton and 6, code 2 incident.
I think that
26 and already 2021.
I think that San Pedro one is the one that they're rushing over to.
Roger. DOT is not responding to calls for their duty cabin. DNI. 235 RD 963.
There's still a bunch of cops in front of us. News van right here.
1881, 20-minute patrol. 9841, 9841, vandalism suspect would have been victory at Valley View Center, 27248, RD 926. Operation only on a 450 man of the area of 9823 King Carthage Avenue. This is a male wife, 45 years, dark green hooded sweatshirt, dark green sweatpants, was blocking a vehicle. Suspect here no longer at the location of only incident 258 RD 86.
Do me a favor, let me know in the chat where you're watching from. Is anybody here in LA, or is it a lot of East Coast people that are just waking up right now?
Responding to Temple and Main to relieve our units at code 6 at Temple and Main.
Hey, what's up, kids? We have some two suspects right now, 3535 South
Josh
241, 1437.
3 Las Vegas.
Agency, sir?
Imagine people waking up in New York and they're like, oh, it's still dark in LA. Let's see what's going on. Oh, they're still partying.
Rock, thank you.
And the shade of Satellite 15 in Compton.
It's so difficult to wrap my head around.
13841, response to additional unit request. Drive time, Newton Station. Is this related to the open door? New code 6 location.
Check.
Iowa, Colorado Springs, Houston, Sacramento, Tonopah, Arizona. What up? Helicopter above us right now. Minneapolis, Japan, wow. Singapore, England, Oklahoma, Germany. Moni, thank you. Love from Santa Monica. Thank you for that. Germany.
The protest in Central Division can go ahead and watch at the regularly scheduled time. 73 units, Screaming Woman, 10051 Valley Circle, 10051 Valley Circle Boulevard. Female is in the middle of the street with a scooter next to her. Code 3, incident 260, 1721. 73 unit handling identified.
Deadly shooting on
Blue pants.
I think things are winding down a little bit. This is where the motorcycle cops were.
I don't trouble 122 North Marshall Court. Could do incident 255 RB 550.
Or no, it's this next one.
To incident 231 1864 RD 1864. Identify.
Wow. Yeah, I don't know much about that.
3517A35 Screaming Woman 10051 Valley Circle Boulevard Code 3 incident 260 RD 1721.
The motorcycle cops are like slowly headed out.
Subject about location, PD longer than incident 260. 3911.
Yeah, Holly, I got your email. Hold on. Let me pull that up really quick. Let me send this to... No. Inside his house. Wow. Yeah, I don't know much about them. I'll have to check it out. Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to go to bed because I'm tired. I appreciate you guys being here. I'll catch you tomorrow. And we'll knock a couple prank calls out.
I don't know.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Appreciate it.
Lab After Dark is starting.
Yeah, they're crazy. It's ridiculous. Stop, mooch. You guys have a good night. Or good morning, I guess. Domestic, Jennifer, Kat, happy birthday. Mona, Martian, KJ Mac, Jeremy, Mohawk Mom. Shout out to you. Purple Hearts, no ifs, ands, all you know. Later, Rod. See you guys.
Lab After Dark is starting
Be real. Joe. Big Stunner.
you open that Pandora's door.
I was actually just getting down to pee, but whatever, you know.